In our previous video, we learned to solve and graph inequalities using addition and subtraction. And now what we're going to do is look at how to solve inequalities with multiplication and division. They're almost the same, but there's one difference. So we're going to look at this example, 3x is less than 12. And in this case, this is going to be there's no differences in the addition and subtraction. We're going to use the opposite operation. And so the inverse operation, this is multiplication, 3 times x. So we're going to divide both sides by 3. And then the 3 over 3 cancels out and just becomes 1, or 1x, which is just x, is less than 12 divided by 3, which is 4. And so we're going to go ahead and graph this the way that we normally do. X is less than 4. We're going to put our numbers on the number line. X is less than 4, not equal to 4, so we're going to put an open circle on 4 and graph in the direction of less than. Okay, so that's the same as normal. The only difference with multiplication and division is when you're multiplying or dividing by a negative number. And I'll show you an example of that here. Here we're looking at, negative 3x is less than 12. In this case, we want x by itself, and we need to divide by negative 3 to get that to cancel out. Right? So the difference with dividing by a negative number is anytime you multiply or divide by a negative number, you are going to flip, flip this symbol the other direction. So we're going to change that from a less than symbol to a greater than symbol. So the negative 3 divided by negative 3 cancels out, becomes just 1x, or x. So we have x is greater than, and 12 divided by negative 3 is negative 4. So our inequality is x is greater than negative 4. I'm going to recopy that because it's messy. X is greater than negative 4. And then we're going to graph it the normal way. So we're going to put in our numbers. Let's see, we need a negative 4 here somewhere. And of course, we need to count. We're going down in negative numbers this way. Okay, so x is greater than negative 4, so we're going to put an open circle on negative 4 because it's not equal, and it's greater than negative 4, so the greater than goes in the right direction. Okay, and so that's how we graph it. So remember, the only difference is when we're multiplying or dividing by a negative number, we have to flip the symbol. The greater than becomes less than, or less than becomes greater than or equal to becomes less than or equal to, and then you solve and graph as normal.